Already. Well, let's go ahead and get into the speculation. Let's go ahead and talk about this Venom Let There Be Carnage post, not post, post, mid credit scene, whatever. So Venom, they chilling at some beach resort or whatever. And Eddie no, and Eddie, no, Venom says, your little brain cannot handle 80 million light years of high something travel of of data of going through the multiverse. Let me show you this, let me show you that. And he begins to, and all of a sudden the whole world warps over. And I'm like, what's going on? And we see that he is now in the MCU. We see Peter Parker, Tom Holland. We see this guy, J. Jonah Jameson, on the news. Now these universes have crossed over. I was like, what the hell? Big dog. Tell me how you felt about this.
Man, I'm ready to
break it down.
I'm ready to get to New York. Take me like Venom in New York, Peter Parker. Hey, there's a part of me hoping he pop up in Spider-Man No Way Home. Like I know how you feel, B, about Sony and they Spider-Man stuff. But when it comes to seeing Venom on screen with Spider-Man, I don't care. Like as far as I'm concerned, you can change Eddie Brock's character to that person you want him to be. He can become stoic. He can become hardened or whatever. Like you can still have Peter gonna be the comedy, Venom get a little bit more serious. Man, let's go. That's what I needed, man. I needed this post-credit scene.
Let's not go. Look. All I'm gonna say is it just seems a bit forced. That's all I'm gonna say. It just seems, I could be wrong. It's just, this is not, it could be good. Now everything is lining up. We had Loki, Multiverse. We got the trailer for No Way Home. Doctor Strange doing some foul stuff. We already know we got Multiverse of Madness coming in March. So those two, Spider-Man, No Way Home, and Doctor Strange back to back. But this is just this is not the way I wanted to see Venom and Spider-Man crossover. I wanted an MC, because I'm not thrilled with this Venom here. I wanted MCU proper Venom, handled by Kevin Feige and company and friends. We can still probably get there, but I don't know. Sony is just so desperate for this crossover, for this that I already has crossed over a number of times successfully. But they got to do this other stuff with this Spider-Verse and Venomverse. It just kind of seems rushed and desperate. They could knock it out the park. It could be seamless. It could be a strong transition. But I can't necessarily sit here and say that I'm excited about it. That's just where I'm at.
Listen,
it could be good. It could be good, but I'm just not excited.
Okay. But I think this was the best way to get it done, especially with all this going in the multiverse, because I think this is how we eventually get the Fantastic Four. This is how we get the X-Men. All those things. I think this, and if this is how we're gonna get Venom over there with Spider-Man, and I like Eddie, you're gonna have Eddie doing what he does, and probably some research. Him and Venom investigating, who is this person? What do they got? What powers do they? All of those different things.
It could work. It's just I wouldn't want to do it like this. You know what I'm saying? This whole thing can feel like a story that's just stretched out over a long time, like a whole saga of films, and like the whole, like a phase 1, 2, and 3. The multiverse thing should take over a whole phase to me, or 20 something films, like the whole multiverse. I just kind of feel like this is rushed, because I'm not excited. I'm not necessarily excited about them. Well, I'm not too thrilled with the multiverse, even in the MCU, except for the fact that that's a good way to bring in the X-Men. I don't see any other way. Fantastic Four, anybody else, you can just create an origin story for them. But the X-Men, with their history, it's like, where have they been this whole time? So,
I think, but when you're dealing with the multiverse, it's always complicated, and a lot of stuff is convoluted and everything. But here's my only pushback to that. We know Sony wanted this to happen, and this was the only way it was going to happen. Sony was not going to be like, and like Venom, it was very successful, like 856 million. And this one, I think the Thursday night numbers were like 11.2. So it looked like, and once again, it's showing every 20 minutes. So they gonna probably make a couple dollars off this too. So this
ain't too many films in theaters right now either. So
yeah, so it's like, and like I said, I think it's gonna get some repeat viewings. So Sony probably like, well, this is our Venom, and it has, because Venom, Tom Hardy's Venom does have a fan base, and I think that's one of the biggest things. It has a fan base, and like it has people who enjoy this version. Granted, it's just gonna be like you can't have both Venom and Spider-Man be funny. So I think ultimately you're gonna have to change something. But I think this was the only way without recasting, and I don't think people would have wanted that. I ain't gonna say people, because I think you would have preferred they recast and like did the storyline different. But even what you're saying, like you don't want them to, like, you think the multiverse should like go across a few phases. I agree with that. But just because we see this doesn't necessarily mean we're about to get a Spider-Man Venom interaction immediately.
That's true. That's
probably the biggest thing. Like, because we got Spider-Man. If Venom's not in No Way Home, we still have a good while before these two could possibly meet up.
Right on. I got you. Well, guys, that's Venom, Let There Be Carnage. This one right here is at a 60%, 85% audience rating. The first one, not so much, but the first one did make a lot of money though. So, we're gonna see. OneTakeBigDog, what would you rate Venom out of a 1 out of 10?
1 out of 10, give me a 7.5.
7.5. Okay, I feel you. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10, and that's passing. Anything under a 6 is failing, and that's so it passed. So I give it a 6 out of 10. OneTakeBigDog gives it a 7.5. That's what's up. We both liked the film. He liked it a bit more than me. I like the first one better, but all things are subjective. Guys, you let us know what you thought about the film, what you liked, what you did not like, what you rated out of 10, whether you agree with us or you disagree with us. Please let us know down in the description, not in the description box, but the comment box below.